right, welcome back to Back Society. I'm your co-host Jordan with my other co-host
S.
and my other
And Chris.
and Chris.
Hey.
All right, guys. Chapter 3 of Robert Kiyosaki.
Chapter
I
4.
think it's
Chapter
four.
4. Chapter 4. It's
I missed chapter 3.
yes, he missed chapter 3.
He hit the skip button.
We hit the skip button. It was sad.
No,
Sad
because
times.
he already knew chapter 3 by heart. So
Yeah.
he was like, why am I gonna waste
mean,
my
he's
time?
the one who's putting it in practice. We're not.
So chapter 4, right? Taxes and corporations.
Yeah. First thoughts. S.
My first thought was that's why Donald Trump doesn't. You know what I mean? Like he basically explained why like all these he said like all these like people that have a lot of money, they don't really own anything. Like if you get to them legally, they don't own anything.
Well, a lot of money for like rich people. They're tied up in stocks and liens.
Right. I mean, like everybody thinks like rich people own everything. He said rich people don't own everything, but they control. They control. They just don't own it. Right.
Mm.
Is that what he said? I'm not.
That is what he
I get
said.
it?
Yes.
Okay.
That is what he said. Yeah.
But
It
then-
was something to the tune of that.
But then, like when he said that, I kind of like in my mind was like, oh, Donald Trump. That's why, like the big thing about Donald Trump and his taxes, right?
Mm.
You know, like, oh, why are you gonna come after him about his taxes when, like he said in that chapter, it's the middle class that helps the poor. Rich people aren't
Yeah.
going.
He really drove it home that
Yeah.
taxes not so great.
Yeah, because he said rich people are gonna find out a way not to get taxed.
Yes.
He's like the rich people don't get taxed. He said Robin Hood. He gave the
Robin Hood.
Yeah, he said Robin Hood was a thief.
Yeah. He was a thief that stole from the rich, gave to the poor.
Yeah, Robin Hood to me is not a thief though.
Yeah, you like Robin Hood?
I like Robin.
Yeah, you're a fan of him.
Yeah. Not the app, but yeah. the story.
Not the app. You don't like
Yeah.
the Robin Hood app?
No, because
I found it useful. I got my gains on it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I got my gains on it. Yeah, it's very easy to use, I feel.
Is it still there?
Yeah, of course it's still.
Oh, I mean, after COVID, I thought I just
After COVID, it wasn't even like COVID. It really blew up. It was when the meme stock started to hit.
GameStop.
Yeah,
and
GameStop really
AMC.
blew it up.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
No, Robin Hood was around before all that.
It
I know,
was,
but
that's
I'm
when,
saying the
like-
blow up.
Yeah, that's when it got like
I mean, maybe for like the nobodies. Like it was pretty big.
Oh,
I'm
so
just saying. Like
oh.
if you weren't on Robin
He just
Hood,
called
like,
me a
come on.
nobody.
that means
Yeah.
Chris is a somebody.
He's just,
That's what I got.
That's why he's on the show, right? We need somebody to give us some
That's
legitimacy.
what I got.
I was really surprised when people were like, "Oh, you ever heard of this thing, Robin Hood?" I'm like, "Are you guys serious?"
You're like, we're 3 years into Robin Hood, bro.
yeah. Like
I
I,
mean-
was there. I was like one of the first people that like downloaded. I feel like.
Oh,
Really? I mean, I've been on it like well before the meme stocks, but like I didn't trade too much. Like I had like what $1,000 in it.
I'm not
I
much.
just feel like most people didn't know really like how to utilize it. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Like me, I wouldn't know how to utilize it.
I find it very easy to use. I like those little like categories they have, like popular
interface.
stocks. Yeah, the interface is really nice. It's very easy to use. I like that.
Well, how much money can you make off of stocks?
As much as you put in it.
Then what's the
It depe-
point?
I mean,
it
you
depends.
got- you gotta
how
know
you're
what you're
investing.
doing, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
You got to know what you're doing and what you're doing and what you're putting into. Like I'm dividend focused. That's where my
Yeah.
money is.
Isn't most people dividend focused if you do stocks?
No.
No?
No. That's why fucking meme stocks blow up. They don't give
Memes,
dividends.
but like you got day traders too. Like you can't really day trade on Robinhood. Like you can only do like 5 day trades a day or something like that.
Mhm.
Is it capped at that?
Just on Robinhood, yeah.
Okay.
Because they don't want you because they like they consider it free, but it's really like it costs money every time you make a trade.
Oh,
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like if you got people trading these like large amounts
And for
multiple,
free?
like that's how day trading is, man. They'll trade like thousands and thousands of shares.
Yeah, dude.
You
Like
know, it's wild.
it's wild. Like when I was working from home during COVID, like I had my app tracker on one of my monitors the whole time, and it's just, dude, that shit just comes and goes. It comes and goes. And like what pissed me off most was like the before market and the after market. That just pissed me off so much because I'm just like, oh, if I could just get rid of it at that point, we're good.
Yo, I kind of got into like day trading for a little bit when I was out in Korea because like the market would open and it'd be like nighttime
Yeah.
So I was like going to bed. So I was like, I didn't have to work or worry about anything. So I could like day trade and still work.
Oh, dude, that's like a
Uh,
cheat code.
yeah, dude, it did not work out that well. Like
No, you
you
just
got to
couldn't make the right
really
moves.
know the market. Like,
Yeah.
and like you have all these people, like these, like, so this was like what, 2017. There's like some stuff on like YouTube, like, oh, follow me for like all these. But
Yeah.
these
Oh
dudes would
God,
hit
yeah.
it big
Yeah.
and then let you know after that it had already died.
Yeah,
They'd be like, oh, you should have gotten these stocks today.
Yeah.
Exactly,
And
dude. It's
Yeah. So I mean, like, yeah, the stocks, man.
okay. Leave the Death Star alone, man. You're
sorry.
not Luke over here.
All right, I'm sorry.
yeah, but no, like, you can make some decent money, right? Everybody's got their own strategy. Like it's either like dividends. Some people want you just get in early and then hold it for a year, like IPOs and stuff.
Yeah,
Small cap.
exactly. It's not like some cheat code. Like, not everyone's gonna end up like Warren Buffett. you
Yeah,
know?
who is like he's just like a long term guy.
Yeah.
He's all about like the books. Like if you look like a good solid company, he's just gonna own you, and he's gonna own you for like 20 years.
Okay. Yeah.
So you're trying to get into investing. Yeah. Do you have any stocks?
No.
No, you don't have any.
No.
Do you have like a mutual fund or something, or
Yeah,
like what are you doing?
401k.
Oh yeah, I got a 401k and it's down. You know what I
Right,
mean?
who's
Like,
isn't?
Everything's down.
exactly.
I mean, like, unless you're. I mean, I was thinking of buying the dip on the banks. I thought that would be fun. Like, I don't know, maybe like Capital One, maybe some Fifth Third, Huntington. Huntington's like been expanding everywhere.
I mean, like that's like a safe bet because I mean, like
It's
the
not a
government-
safe bet right
Nah,
now.
it will be because the government bails them out.
I mean, J.P. Morgan just put a bid on First Republic. After that, just
Yeah,
bombed out.
that's the thing. Is like they might not get like saved though. They might just get liquidated and then their assets absorbed.
Yeah, that was like Credit Suisse.
Oh. So
right?
what happens
Yeah.
if you put stock in that and then they
You're
get-
fucked.
You're
Oh,
fucked.
okay. See.
I mean, like when stocks go to zero, you go to zero.
Yeah,
Oh.
like they'll dissolve the entity,
Mm-hmm.
and then like they'll just absorb their assets, and then they'll absorb the debt as well, right? So it's a whole game.
So like everybody that had stock in Bed Bath and Beyond, they are
They're probably fucked too. They are fucked. It sucks because like what they're closing everything now.
I think so. I know they took the name off the Nas. Is it called the Nasdaq?
The Nasdaq. It's not
NASDAQ.
that they
NASDAQ,
take their name
yeah.
off. The Nasdaq does it. Like if you reach a certain point, they'll give you like 30. Like I think it was like like a month to recover back to like above $1, and if you don't, they just take you out.
Yeah, and then you get traded on like the smaller indexes, like the Russell and all those weird ones,
Yeah.
like the Russell 2000 and shit.
The
like-
poverty listings.
I'm not.
But
a
you can make some money on some of them.
You can because they can move up and down pretty quickly.
Yeah,
Where like
They're
the
very
S&P
volatile.
and Nasdaq, they're just like a safe long game bet.
Okay. Well, I want the short boom, boom, boom bet.
Yeah, you want.
You gotta do some research.
Is that what it is?
Let me introduce you to crypto.
Yeah, because that's what it is.
And
crypto.
the thing is
to
about
the moon.
crypto, the stock market doesn't close on it.
To the
There you
moon.
go. There you go.
I'm putting
you
all
can
my-
day, night, 24/7.
I'm
trade
putting all
that.
my money in Fed Now.
Is that supposed to be the
what is Fed
federal
now?
dollar or whatever?
I think so. The Fed Now, isn't that the way that they're going to?
But that's gonna be a stable coin though, right?
Yeah,
Like,
a stable, safe coin.
Does that
that
mean?
means the value's not gonna change. It's just gonna be pegged
Yeah.
to a dollar.
Yeah, it's pegged to $1. Like you know how the dollar used to be pegged to gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same
It'd be
theory
like
for
that.
these coins
So it'd be a safe bet.
in theory. But
I
they,
mean, I
it did-
guess if you want zero return,
Mm.
See, I don't know.
At the end of the day, all these follow Bitcoin. People say it's not, but they all follow Bitcoin.
Oh, yeah,
Bitcoin
for
goes
sure.
down, they go down. If Bitcoin goes up, they go up.
Yeah. Okay.
It's very frustrating. It's
yeah,
very,
Bitcoin runs the market, bro.
it does. What Bitcoin does, the rest follow. No matter how many shit coins. Like, there's a new coin that just boomed lately. It's called like the Pepe coin.
Oh yeah,
The Pepe coin, yeah.
How do these coins just boom out of nowhere?
Reddit.
Reddit. People,
Really?
a programmer makes these coins, and they're not difficult to make. I made my own coin out of Solana, and if there's enough backers that throw enough money at it, it booms.
So basically, what you have to do is you have to get a program. You have to get a programmer to make a coin and then make that coin go viral by marketing it on Reddit.
I mean, in theory, yeah, that's why a lot of these Bitcoin scams, they will usually try to get some e-celeb to back it, like Logan or Jake Paul allegedly.
Yeah.
Oh,
And the thing is, like, when you create the coin, you can pretty much give yourself as much as you want of it.
Exactly.
And then when it booms, you
just sell it.
like liquidate your entire stock and just crash the market,
All right.
and then you get out.
There's a term for that. It's called rug pull. Okay,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
is
yeah,
bad.
yeah.
That's what's plaguing the crypto market
Yeah,
right now.
because
is
people
rug
would,
pulls.
yeah, the guys that are doing that would disappear in the Caribbean or something,
And it's not illegal.
and it's not illegal.
It's not.
It's not. Like I mean, obviously this is probably going to happen to Pepe, but a lot of coins do that. I mean, I saw a Pepe coin, and everyone was saying like a lot of the headlines were like, this guy turned $3,000 into 3 million with Pepe coin. What they don't tell you was that guy was probably a co-founder.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
It always turns out like that.
And also, like, most of the time, there's not enough liquidity in the market to like pull that money out.
Yeah.
It's like it's just inherent value. Like, it's not real.
Yeah. At the end of the day, it's all speculation.
I mean, this is why, to be honest with you, I stay away from it because I still.
It's not a bad move.
It's-
It's not a bad move.
It's not. We were talking about this at Gettysburg because like my Uncle Mike was just like, oh man,
Yeah.
crypto's a big deal. And I'm just like, I mean, I have a few coins still that
But
I haven't sold.
But I see the only thing is that I thought crypto was only big because of quarantine. Everybody was stuck inside. And they had
Oh,
nothing
no.
better else to do.
No, crypto became
2017
big.
was the big pump, dude.
Right. When 2017 happened, that's when everyone got into crypto.
Okay.
Because Bitcoin,
That's when Bitcoin hit 60.
right.
Yeah.
And it just boomed. It was crazy. It was a crazy time. Like, I remember I was looking for my old hard drives and then I gave up.
Yeah.
It was terrible. But
Yeah. I think everybody was. Everybody's like, "Oh man, damn, where did I put all them passphrases, son?"
God damn it.
Yeah.
People
know,
digging
you're like
into
typing in like goose, dog, robot, and like you're like, ah, shit, dude.
this wallet I thought was fucking stupid. Oh my god.
Yeah, right. You're like, well, I don't need a wallet, man.
hmm Like that took off. Ethereum took off. And then like it started getting stupid with all the scams, and then NFTs came, and that got really stupid.
Is NFT still a thing?
No,
Yeah, I knew that was. I knew that was.
like,
I mean,
a lot-
they are. They're just not as big as they were. Like, it's
Well-
still a thing.
there was a bunch of like $600,000 NFTs that were worth like $10 now.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what, I'm not. There's no value, but they still exist.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they still
theoretically.
exist. Like OpenSea isn't like bankrupt or anything.
They should be. I don't know how they're still open, dude.
I don't know. I there was like during the height where people would just screenshot NFTs and then just repost it on OpenSea. and
That's all
sell
you had
it.
to do. Like that. It was so like. Come on now. How could you not see this happening?
People would make like a pretty sizable bank on it too.
Jordan, how many Bored Apes did you buy? Yeah, I'm
Dude.
sure I could see you being in that so fast, bro. Like,
I am happy to say I have owned 0 NFTs. I just didn't
okay.
care about it whatsoever.
How many? Hold on. How many Bored Apes did you have, Chris?
That's a good question.
0, dude. The NFT thing was like a flash in the pan, dude.
It-
I was actually deployed, and it was like happening. I was like, I don't understand what's going on.
You didn't
I don't-
want to own this link on the
And then-
blockchain?
And then when you came back, you're like, "What happened to NFTs?" They're like,
Yeah, it was wild.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
it was just like overnight. I was like, what is this non-fungible token?
yeah."
Dude,
it was
it
all,
was-
And then next
was
thing I know, it's
nuts.
nothing.
dude.
was
It was
nuts.
all these YouTube influencers that were just putting
Yeah,
it
they're
out
like,
there.
We got this progress. We have a roadmap. We're gonna make a game.
Yeah.
We're gonna do all of this. We're
No.
gonna do
Yeah.
rug pull.
Rug
Rug pull
pull.
like 3 days later. Like 3
Even
days
like,
later.
Facebook got in on it, right? Like Zuckerberg had some game.
He
Like they
rug
all
pulled.
got like
Even the
man, it's
gaming
wild,
industry, like
bro.
Ubisoft, they wanted to move towards
NFTs,
NFTs,
the
yeah.
blockchain, right?
the blockchain.
What happened to the blockchain?
The blockchain is still there. The blockchain is technology. It's not really like a thing. It's not really like something you can trade.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a technology.
But everybody's saying like the blockchain is going to change everything.
Yeah, because it's decentralized.
Yet I still know nothing about the blockchain.
The blockchain is Web3, man. See, you're still on Web2.
What's
We've
Web?
moved on to like Web3.
Chris, are you on Web3?
Bro, if you ain't on Web3, downloading your D apps, like, what are you even doing?
Yeah,
now,
What is
what's
a
man?
your
D app?
D-
What does that mean?
Oh my
Decentralized
God, dude.
application?
Oh my god.
It's where like your application, like the data and everything is on the blockchain. Blockchain reminds me of like the fucking Gatorade from Idiocracy. That's what it reminds me of. It's just got what everything's craved.
You know what? Everything in today reminds me of that movie. I swear to God, every time,
well, the thing is like
everything reminds me about this movie. I swear to God, they nailed it.
I mean,
they na-
sometimes like I know talking to like the NFT bros or the crypto bros, dude. Like the blockchain just solves everything. It will fix the world.
It's the future.
It's the future.
I have
It's
this.
got what money craves.
I have.
You
this,
know what, Scott? No, here's what you need to do. You need to start a DAO,
Okay.
and then like let's really get into it. Let's go deep, son.
What is a DOA or what? Hold on.
DAO?
DAO. What is that?
It's a decentralized autonomous organization.
And I saw you just look at that on your computer screen.
What? Yeah, of course.
'Cause
I was gonna try and give you like a really good background. I only know like wave tops about it.
okay,
it's
let's go
wild.
deep. Let's go deep. My bad.
All I know is that there is people involved, and it's not completely decentralized because there needs to be a group of people that needs to make decisions on it.
Yeah.
Oh.
So like what you do is like you it's decentralized, but it's not really autonomous, is what I would say. Right? Because like everybody has like
yeah.
a voting share. It's like a
Exactly.
group. It's really just a group that exists on the blockchain and can like vote on shit. Utilizing tokens or
What do
something.
they vote on?
Whatever the DAO does.
Usually it's contracts. Like when you make a trade, let's say you want to give me your Bitcoin, that's a contract. And so what you need is someone to approve that contract to me.
Oh, like a lawyer.
In a way.
No, not a different kind of contract though.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like a contract is just
like a
an
witness.
agreement.
Like a witness. You need a witness.
Well, someone to like, let's say like press the button to the easiest term. Press
the
the button
button.
to say like, oh, this
No,
is okay. But you need like to
Press
It's
the
like
button.
it's like fantasy football where you need everybody to approve your trade.
Yeah, I don't
Right.
like that.
Yeah,
I don't like
something like
that.
that.
That's
I don't
what
like
it
that.
is.
Yeah.
like
don't
I had
that.
like my computer behind me. I used that as a mining rig, and I was trying to do that for a little bit, but it didn't really make too much money
Yo,
because I
you-
only have a 6 core.
Dude, did you ever get into contracts like all those like Bitcoin contracts and stuff? Like my buddy
not
made
Bitcoin.
a
I
ton
didn't
of
have the
money.
machine for that.
You made
Ton
a lot of money.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, you had a farm.
What?
You actually tried to mine Bitcoin.
No. My buddy got into like contracts,
Yeah.
like do it like trading the Bitcoin contract. Oh man, I can't remember what it's called. I'll have to look it up, dude. But he made stupid money.
Yeah, it's mining. You're finishing this algorithmic pattern, and then with that you get like a percentage of what's traded.
Yeah, but the contracting is different than the just like pure mining.
Okay.
Like it's all the like oh man, I'll have to look it up. I can't
how-
remember it off
how
the top
does
of my
this
head.
how does this opportunity even present itself? Like how do you
just
go
do it?
like how do you go in and be like,
People
okay,
just-
I'm just gonna
People
set
just
up
get into it,
contract.
man.
Yeah, like I just it's so weird to me. Like you like oh, I'm just gonna write up this contract and get these two parties
you
to
don't write up. You click a button.
and he made a lot of money, stupid amount of money by clicking
no,
a button.
I thought you meant
So,
like
like-
just trading somebody, but like doing mining, it's like you need.
Not
It's basically like a software that runs in the background and does everything for you. You just provide the power.
okay, but what is Chris talking about? Like the contract.
Yeah, this is different.
Yeah.
I'll talk to him about it and I'll get you more information on it. It's wild, bro.
Well,
Like I don't even completely understand it, but I'm telling you, he made 6 figures.
I believe it because if money is being transaction, you always want to be in the middle of it. And you like swear to God, like if money is going from one party to the next party, the best way to get a cut from that money is just to be in the middle of it.
Middleman,
And
you
I
want
swear
to
to
be
God.
the bureaucracy.
And you gotta figure out a way to get in the middle of it. And this guy, Chris's friend, figured out a way to get in the middle of it, and he made a lot of money
he did
from
it. He did it right, man. He made a lot of money and he got out.
And he
like,
got
right at the
out,
right
yeah.
time.
I don't know why you
It's-
would get
it's-
out.
It's a good time to get out because it's not much is being made.
No. It was the right time to get out. Yeah. He could have lost it all.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Really,
Okay.
you could really lose it all trying to do contracts because obviously my mind is focused on mining. You know.
Yeah, it's not the same as it's almost like you're man, I don't want to like speak out of turn. I
Right.
gotta like I'll hit him up about it.
Yeah. But
And
mining.
contracts might not even might that might not even be the right term, but I think it
Okay.
is.
I don't
I'll
know
look it
because
up.
I thought it was the same thing because like everyone needs in order to mine the Bitcoin, which is also creates new Bitcoin, but it also figures out the algorithmic to actually like um make sure a trade happens. You know, because if something like let's say you're moving one coin into the next chain, you need someone to figure out the algorithm to make that happen.
All I know is like
And I could be butchering it.
when it comes to mining, I know people would have like these grow house type of things.
It would be
With
like a weed farm.
Yeah.
yeah, with just computers.
CPU,
Yo, the
GPUs.
Chinese cornered the market, bro.
Oh yeah.
Did they
That's how
really?
Nvidia made a lot of money too. Like people
That
were buying up these old GPUs and just like,
Yeah, do you
rigging them up. It's wild,
Yeah,
dude.
do you remember the GPU shortage? Like getting a 3090 was next to impossible.
is that the graphic? The
The
graphic?
graphics card.
That's
Yeah.
why?
Yeah, it was because of
Yeah.
crypto mining.
Wow. I
Yeah,
did not know that.
it
I
was
didn't know
it was
that.
awful. Like, well, I think the MSRP on it was like $1,000, and it was
Now
like
now
$5,000 to $6,000 because of all the miners buying it up.
did everybody know what was happening at the time?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Man, I'm so out of the loop. I had
talk
no
to a
idea.
gamer and talked about crypto mining, and they will stab you.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
if
mean,
you if you
And not only that, dude, they were setting these places up in the middle of nowhere where electricity was cheap. Like that was another issue is electricity. It's like the power. Because what you're doing is you're pretty much lending the power of your computer
yeah,
to finish the algorithm, right?
right.
But you gotta let these bad boys run and run hot.
yeah,
Yeah.
there was a lot in Wisconsin, like crypto farms.
Where was it illegal? Like people did
It's
people
not
get
illegal,
busted? No.
but
No, it's
like
not illegal.
there was like a big like climate change thing about it though, because like
I don't
of
believe
all
in
the
climate
power
change.
being used and the emissions
Yeah.
happening. But
Yeah.
like people would have like tens of thousands of GPUs running day in
Yeah,
day
dude.
out hot.
Was it
And
worth
some
it?
people would go and dude, they would like some people would set up shop in like hotels and shit because it was cheaper just to rent the room and then they would like spike the electric bill and get out before they realized what happened, bro.
There's
Yeah.
even like
Dorms, they were doing that in dorms and shit.
Wow.
there was even like they even like developed a hijack software where they would remotely take over your computer and just run your they would run your GPU on it.
Okay, well, are they doing it now?
Oh, it still goes
course.
on, yeah.
Then
Of
how
course.
come
There's
we're
still
not doing
money
it?
to be made.
How come we're not doing that?
The thing is like you have to
It's so
offset
expensive
your
now.
cost of power.
Yeah.
So it may not be worth it
No, it might not be worth it if
unless
you're
you have like 100 of them going at once.
well.
More.
Is it offsetting your power cost? That's the only thing that matters.
I
And then here's the
I
thing.
don't know. I literally have no idea.
Well, then you also got to remember, like, especially like, because every so often Bitcoin, the amount per block halves. Like, so the amount of coins you get when you mine the block. So originally, what it was like 20, it might have been 50 originally,
I can't tell you.
but now it's down to like 12 coins per block. So like the rate of the return on investment is not there anymore. It's only there for the people who got in like
Really early.
like really really early
Yeah.
and have cheap electricity.
Yeah.
Because like living in like Chicago or DC or wherever, electricity is not cheap enough to really like make it worthwhile.
Right. That's crazy. Like how
It's
do you-
not because like the computer that's glitchy and kind of messed up because I
Yeah.
overclocked the CPU and GPU. I use that as a miner, and I made like not a lot of money, but I made some money off of it. But the power cost was astronomical.
Wow.
Like I got into it as soon as I could, but it was not like Bitcoin. Bitcoin it takes a lot, and like the thing is like if you go into like because you can mine Bitcoin alone and take the whole bag if you're awarded the contract. Like oh you're the one who made this algorithm happen. You get the percentage, or you can go in a pile. Like a group of people, and you all like split the difference.
Yeah. See, you guys are speaking in a completely different
Yeah.
language. I have no idea.
So like literally, it's like whoever gives the last bit of information to mine that block gets all the coin in that block,
Or whoever does the
or a
most.
pool, right? Or like if you like buy into a pool of
Okay.
miners,
Oh wow.
and everybody's got an equal share. Yeah, it's
But-
it's pretty wild, bro. Like I read some story where some dude like had a mini miner on like a USB drive,
Yeah.
and he plugged it in, and
At-
finished a block and
at
got
the
like
last
25
second.
Bitcoin.
At like the last
Yeah.
second.
You don't know when it's gonna happen. It was just like pure luck.
Yeah,
Oh.
because you're doing
You
like,
don't know.
you're basically doing a whole bunch of combinations, and eventually someone's going to figure out the one that opens the the safe.
See what? Okay. All right. See, here's the thing.
I
This
think
is-
that's the easiest way to put it.
No, here. This is what I'm getting. This is what I'm getting. Right. There is some mysterious thing on the internet that you need to run your computer for, right? Some algorithm, and then it takes a lot of power, and then whoever cracks the code gets the Bitcoin.
That's pretty
Yeah,
much what it
exactly.
is.
Yeah.
Oh, see.
That's pretty much.
But I
what it
mean, like,
is.
what code?
It's always
Yes.
changing, always moving. It's whatever happens. It's whatever the code is.
But what is it?
You got to read the white paper by what's his face, Satoshi.
Oh god.
The candlesticks?
Satoshi made Bitcoin. No one knows who he is.
He made Bitcoin?
Yeah, no one knows who he is.
And like so like because everything's on the blockchain, you can see where all the Bitcoin go, and
Yeah.
there's like this like reserve of Bitcoin that's never moved, and they think it's his.
And it probably is, because like when you make a coin, dude, the biggest whale is the creator. It always is.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so.
And it was
Unless
like
you're
2013,
Dogecoin.
right?
Yeah.
2013.
But how
Yeah.
can you see what's on the blockchain?
No, it's earlier than that. It was like 20, because I bought my
Wait,
Bitcoin in like 2011.
2011?
I bought
Okay.
mine in 2011.
yeah for the Silk Road.
Well, yeah, I mean that's all it was good for. at the
Yeah.
time.
But the thing is,
I mean, it wasn't the only thing it was good for.
but here's the thing though. Here's the thing. So like, how can you see the blockchain,
You
I
just
mean-
should download it.
man?
So people
no.
have made like front-facing front-end UIs that show you the blockchain. The thing about the blockchain that people like is that everything is transactional. Everything is written down. You can't just put things off the books. It's always on the books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And that's what the blockchain is doing. Is it's like pretty much vetting everything, and everybody's like kind of guaranteeing that it's real. The thing is, like, all you see is like the address numbers, but you don't know who they're attributed to.
It's anonymous, right?
But you can find out, but it's
You can, it's weird, man.
They need to write
just read the white paper.
the white paper.
yeah. I mean, and of course, a lot of people have taken advantage of it. There's been a lot of scams, a lot of rug pulls. I remember there was like a big company. I think it was like they went down during COVID or something. There were like these rappers and stuff, and they just like kept transferring all the Bitcoins people invested into their own personal wallet and just kind of made off with it.
See,
And that happens often, man, a little often.
all right. You
But
said
all of this is still like the Wild West,
white pages by who though?
The white
Satoshi.
paper.
Oh, white paper. Okay.
Satoshi Nakamoto.
All right.
The creator of Bitcoin.
All right. Yeah, I'm definitely looking this up.
He's probably gonna end up being like some Swiss guy or
I was gonna say it's probably watch him turn out to be
Well,
like some 23.
There's a couple people who've claimed to be him.
Oh, of course.
Oh wow.
Yeah, there's
Of
some,
course.
there's
Oh,
some controversy,
I
some
swear
controversy.
to God.
Oh yeah, I mean,
I'm him.
yeah,
That's what they're
you
saying.
know what?
I'm
I
him.
am Satoshi. I admit it.
I'll admit it.
I admit it. I
I'll
made
admit it.
Bitcoin
Mm.
when I was getting my history degree.
I guarantee you, the guy who made Bitcoin is probably he's working for some government. He's got to be working for some. He's probably working in
Nah,
the Chinese
dude.
government.
He's like probably some kind of hacktivist or some kind of like nerd.
Yeah,
But he wrote a paper. It was all like theoretical. Like, hey, we could have this like digital decentralized currency, and he posted it on like Reddit or probably like 4chan.
Is
or
yeah,
Reddit-
something
is
he's
else.
Reddit a
probably
big
some
thing?
4chan anonymous.
Is Reddit a big thing?
Not as big as they like to think.
Okay. Okay.
It's pretty big though.
Is it? Is
Look,
it big?
It got big during the meme stock, but besides that, Reddit isn't.
Because
People
you
don't give a shit.
think how
Reddit
many
just
times.
regurgitate what Twitter said.
But think about how many times we said Reddit in today's podcast.
Okay, first off, that came from one guy.
It seems like it's a big thing.
I don't know. It seems like it came from one guy.
Is it?
I didn't see you mention Reddit. I never brought up Reddit. There's a singular source here.
What are you talking about? when you were asking about the stocks, we both said Reddit.
You did say
Okay,
that.
that was the most influence Reddit has ever had. I'm sorry, it is. It is. Because Reddit's
Reddit
always
makes. I mean, they make like there's like $100 million company. They're like a
And?
legit company. They're not as big as like Facebook because they don't really sell as many ads and stuff. But
Reddit
Reddit's
is
like creepy, dude.
Reddit is creepy. To me,
What
Reddit
makes it creepy?
Reddit is just your source,
some-
your centralized source that regurgitates whatever 4chan has said, Twitter has said, and TikTok has said.
So
They don't really come up with their own original.
So you're saying
content.
people go there for information?
That's
Or
what it's for.
okay.
It's like
There's
a
some
it's
weird
like a
like
home
subreddits
base.
and stuff.
Yeah,
It's
there-
like kind of like Craigslist meets like Facebook.
with a bigger emphasis on porn.
Oh,
There's a
that's
lot
not
of
bad.
porn.
A
That's
lot
not
of
bad.
porn. Yeah,
So much.
So much porn.
I
a
mean,
lot of porn.
Can't
A lot
get
of
enough.
memes though.
there is a lot of memes. They're usually reposts of like what's going on Twitter. Like I said.
I heard Twitter has a fact check thing now.
Oh, it's called Community Notes.
That's pretty cool.
It is
Right?
cool, but Community Notes has always been around.
Oh,
It's not really a fact check though. It's more of just like
A consensus.
Oh, yeah, it's like because like nobody's there fact checking. It's up to the community itself.
okay,
to fact
okay.
check.
Yeah, you don't have like those guys on like MSNBC going like, well, actually.
Yeah. No, I like that. I mean, like,
Kind of like Wikipedia.
yeah.
But
Hold
unfortunately,
on,
a
time
lot
out.
of-
I get all my facts from Wikipedia. I get all my information from Wikipedia.
Look, I like Community Notes. It's a great thing. Unfortunately, like half of them have been infested by like Elon Sims that are just like Community Note
Yeah.
for Elon's tweet. God, the
Elon
God
Sim.
King,
What a-
the God King has said this is true, so it must be true.
they call Elon Musk the God King.
They worship him more than Jesus.
No, well,
He just
I mean,
wants
he's
to
worth
help.
more than Jesus.
God, yeah, he is.
he's an
Talk,
alien.
speaking about, he doesn't really own anything, right?
He
Getting
doesn't.
back to your original
He
point,
does not. Yes,
what
you
you
were
were
right.
getting at earlier though
Yeah.
was, it's not that you were trying to say the corporations own everything that they start or the trusts, not the
Right.
individual.
Correct. But they
Yeah.
control it. He controls it. He doesn't own
Yes.
it. Right. Yeah.
That's how he is.
Like
I mean,
he sold all his houses and shit. So
to buy Twitter,
And
he
he
had to
lives he lives like in those little small box house.
Elon? No, he just lives where he works.
he bought that one house, like, or he rents a house from SpaceX in Texas. And it's really funny. Like you can see pictures of how it's just been like fortified. They've built like these giant walls, and it's something like a 2-bedroom or some kind of house. It's like a small house, but they've like walled
Yeah.
it in, and he can literally like step out of his car into his house, like pretty much. It's wild.
That's pretty cool.
And that's when he's not sleeping at Twitter HQ lately.
I heard
Yeah.
he has like 10 kids.
He has. He's one
At
of those like. It's been a movement. It's called the pronatalists. Have you ever heard of that?
No, I haven't.
No, these are the like really rich tech bros, and they think that they can repopulate the planet with their spawns.
Okay.
To raise the
Yeah.
IQ of humanity.
Okay.
It's and he's one of those people, and so is his dad. His dad is still impregnating people.
Good for him.
Yeah. His dad's like 75 or something, right? And just had a kid or something.
I
Right,
heard
it's
his
crazy.
dad. I heard his dad has a kid with his stepdaughter.
Yeah, it's something
It's
like
something
that.
Like
weird,
that,
something
yeah.
really bizarre, right?
Something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, like when you're Elon Musk's dad, that's quite a pickup line, right? I
get-
would assume.
Yeah, but no, I
I
mean,
don't think
like,
it's not a pickup line when it's your stepdaughter. Though.
yeah, no, it's kind of, yeah, it's kind of weird. You picked them up at
What are you
Thanksgiving
talking
dinner,
about?
Freaking
right?
Woody Allen over here.
Thanksgiving dinner. Yeah, weird.
Over Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
dinner.
just weird.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
weird,
that's
dude.
weird.
The whole thing's
That's
weird.
weird.
All right. Back to investing because Robert Kiyosaki was talking.
But this makes a lot of sense, though. To me, it makes a lot of sense. I mean, like, no, actually, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me, actually. At
Like
all.
not owning everything but controlling everything because
No, that makes
a
sense.
lot of people like they have liens against their stock. I mean, like
Right.
who do you think is the biggest whale of Tesla?
Not Elon.
It is Elon.
Are you sure? Because I know Jeff Bezos isn't the biggest guy.
Well, when
in
Elon
Amazon.
sells his stock, what happens to Tesla?
oh, it'll go
It
down.
goes down.
Yeah, it'll go down.
It's because he's a whale.
Okay. All right.
No, I mean Bezos owns the majority of, well, not majority of stock, but he's the biggest stockholder.
I thought
Right.
BlackRock was the biggest stockholder in Amazon.
I think it's the biggest corporation.
BlackRock just has stock in everything.
Yeah, but I know they're like one. It's like 1-2 in Amazon. Him and Bezos.
It's not
BlackRock
just
and
Bezos. It's Bezos and his wife,
ex-wife.
ex-wife. Sorry.
Yeah,
I think she
And
liquidated a lot of it. Though.
exactly.
she's given a lot to charity, but she still owns a lot.
Did you hear that? I think she married a math teacher or something, and then they got a
Yeah.
divorce, and he ended up getting half of what.
You know, I won't lie. You know what? I won't lie. I won't lie.
Yeah.
His ex-wife is kind of fine. I won't
Okay.
lie.
Yeah. How old is she?
I don't care.
Nah, I don't know, man. Not for me.
I feel like if she
money makes everybody fine, bro.
This is true. This is true. This is true.
I mean, you ever seen what happened to Bezos? Like, he would look like a goober selling books out of his house, and now he's like jacked and trying to look like freaking Joe Rogan.
this man was
know
at
what I mean?
Coachella, okay? If that tells you anything.
What I mean, like, when you get money, you just he takes TRT now, right?
Oh,
What's
easily, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
he's not.
TRT?
Then he's on something harder.
Testosterone?
Yeah, testosterone therapy. Yeah, when you get
Replacement therapy.
when you get like 45, 50, you take TRT and then you just look amazing.
I can't take him
still.
seriously because he's like jacked and he has that like
Man!
one eye that doesn't open fully.
Listen,
you know?
listen. He is living his
Damn.
best life. Let him live his.
I mean,
best
he's
life.
living he's living the best life out of all of us.
Oh, I know. He's sure.
He got the Dutch government to remove like a centuries old bridge just for his super yacht.
No, didn't they not do it though?
I don't know. I know
Because
there
I
was a
think they
bunch
were
of
like,
protests.
I think the town like threatened to like throw eggs and shit at his boat, and they decided not to do it,
oh my
or they
God.
did it in the dead of night. It was something wild. Like, I think they reversed course. On
I
it.
had no
What is an
idea
egg?
this was
What is it?
happening.
Can you even spot an egg thrown on that boat?
Yeah.
I mean,
he said
would
the
you
whole
even
town.
want one egg thrown on your $500 million yacht?
I mean, it's a drop in the bucket to pay someone to remove it.
He's got a point.
A drop in the bucket.
But
I guess.
but I mean,
But
like,
do you really want to? Do you want to have to do that?
what's his? So like, all right. So if he doesn't own anything, right? Obviously, he doesn't own that yacht. That is his super yacht.
Wealth is determined
might.
by your assets, not what you have on hand.
Right. But there's a difference between assets and cash flow, right?
Well, yeah.
So like, even though he might have like so much money in stock, like what does he have like that's making him cash that he could get like cash?
He takes liens out probably against his stock holdings.
So when you take out liens, that means like, what does that mean?
So that means like, hey, give me a loan, and I will guarantee that I could repay it at some point, and I'm going to pretty much put my stock as collateral.
That's how Elon bought Twitter.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I do know like people when they go broke, they put a lien on their house. I didn't know what that meant. You know.
Well, like when you get a mortgage, right? The collateral is the house itself. Somebody is saying, okay, this mortgage has value because there's an asset backing it of some kind.
Okay. So basically, his stock is the asset, right? And they just take out the lien and
Yeah, and he's just saying, hey, you know, if anything happens, you know, you'll get
the stock. Yeah. So what determines? So I wonder if they.
I'm sure he owns a bunch of shit, dude. I'm sure he owns
Yeah.
a ton of like. He probably sits on a bunch of boards. You know, he's probably like, yeah, he's not worried about cash flow, son.
He probably has a lien on that Uber Mensch yacht.
I you know what it's so crazy because I feel like everybody is rich and I'm not.
A lot of people give off the appearance they're rich.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I just feel like so many people just
Like with my salary, dude, I'm in the 90th percentile, meaning there's only 10% of Americans that are richer than me,
yeah.
and I'm not rich.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you're right. They're probably giving that illusion.
And what? There's like 350 million Americans. It's not much.
It's not
What is
much.
it? The top 1% is like anybody who makes more than like 650,000 a year.
Right.
But the top 1% or 1% in the entire world, I think, is like $35,000 a year.
Yeah, but
It's America. It's the
That's
top
America.
1% in the world, bro.
See, it goes like 1%, gap, 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 gap,
Gap.
gap, gap.
Keep going with the
More
gap.
gaps.
More gaps.
100 more gaps, and then everyone else.
And then everybody else.
And then that's what you want to be.
Yeah, I know. And that
Right.
mountain's definitely hard to climb.
Dude,
tell
I
you
can,
that.
like-
so it's all about assets, son.
It is all about
It
assets.
is all about. So what's a great asset? Because you know what, I was
stock.
stock, but I mean like, we have to make up a list.
Are we gonna check it twice?
Ooh, is it naughty or nice? Ooh,
That's gross.
I like the naughty. I like the naughty version.
It sounds like he about to jump on some Reddit in a minute.
It
but-
sounds like he's about to pull some coin he just made.
yeah.
So
Yo, no, but like, remember, so like the chapter
yeah,
is all about growing your asset column, right? That's what he talks about.
right.
Mhm.
And he specifically talks about the 1031 exchange in real estate
Yeah,
because it prevents you from getting taxed on capital gains, but then using those capital gains to invest in a bigger property.
Exactly, which is the smart thing to do because money that isn't taxed is going to be reinvested.
correct.
And you want
Yeah.
to use that extra money for your real estate investments,
Right.
like you buying the West Chicago apartment complex.
I think that's gonna happen because I
So,
don't
like,
I don't have an asset.
I don't
well,
really
you can start small though.
Like what?
stocks.
So like, no, well, here you in stocks, bro.
Yeah, I know.
But like, if you wanted to get into
Like
like real estate,
stocks.
it would be like, buy something. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna buy something for like 100 grand. I put my 20 down. I sell it for 120 or 30,000. Now I made $30,000 on top of my 20 grand. So then you can either pull your cash back out and just reinvest that 30 grand and not pay taxes on it. But now you have a bigger down payment, right?
Right.
Right.
So, and then you just kind of keep rolling it. That's his whole idea. Is like,
Okay.
I'm going to take my capital gains
And
and,
then keep
all the
rolling
cash
it.
from this, and now I got a bigger down payment. I'm going to buy a bigger property.
Is it? But I mean, like, do you always have to constantly like roll it, or like, can you just be like, you know what, I'm happy with this duplex or whatever, this
You
apartment?
can hold it. Yeah, you could totally hold it. His
But-
thing is like, you don't want to stay there though. You want to keep getting bigger so you can grow your assets. Because eventually, like, that duplex is not going to be, your cash flow. Like, the asset might be worth something, but your cash flow is going to be minimal
Okay.
after 10 years, right? You want
Yeah.
to
Oh yeah, yeah.
grow
yeah,
your
yeah,
asset
yeah.
and then also increase your cash flow at the same time.
Right. Well, I mean, like hold it for like 5-6 years, and then like, or like 2-3
Yeah.
years, and then go after it. Like
Yeah,
yeah. I'm not
like
saying.
we're literally about to do that.
And how long have you? Yeah. So I mean.
So we're about to maybe move one of our properties, and we've only owned it for like 2.5 years.
Okay.
Are you gonna get like a bigger, better one? Either
Yeah.
So so it's right now it's just a condo, and like I'm looking at like getting a 2 to 3 unit
Mm.
property. Right.
So
So we bought it for I think 165, and I think we can probably sell it for around 200.
You know what? I heard the housing market right now is at its lowest. Did you guys hear
Lowest
this?
compared to
In a decade, I guess.
I don't. I mean, I guess it's all relative, right? Like maybe it's dropped the most. Like,
I
what do you
think-
mean? But inventory's like some of the slimmest.
Really? Oh, then maybe
is
not.
it? Is
then.
it really? Is it
Yeah,
really?
yeah, inventories. That's what's driving the prices.
Yeah,
up.
that's what drives the prices up, right? Because it's supply and demand. I didn't. Then maybe I saw on the. I glanced at it. I didn't really. This is a bad example.
I really don't know. I haven't
Yeah, this is a
looked at
bad
it at
example.
all.
Never mind.
What was the example? Come
Well,
on,
I mean,
go
like,
on
no,
it.
I glanced at it and it was like, oh, the housing market's at its lowest for a decade. I said, and then I went on and did other things.
I don't know if it's
Lowest-
been
yeah,
a
lowest
lowest for
what?
a decade.
I don't know. Maybe not. I definitely not interest. I know interest is very high,
They're
and
thinking about raising it again.
I know everybody at my job that owns houses says their taxes went up a lot.
I mean, mine.
But that's-
mine went up.
That's different though. That's
Yeah, I
because
know, it's-
property values are
Yeah,
going up.
it is different. It is different. So I mean,
The good thing about West Chicago is that you don't get HOA and the property tax is low, for Illinois at least.
if you don't get an HOA, does that mean like if we buy the property, we have to take care of it?
Yeah, I mean you have to take care of it anyway. You just don't have like the amenities of the
fee.
complex.
Oh, okay, that's pretty dope.
You can create your own HOA though.
That's what I was
You
gonna
could
say.
actually-
We would
some
definitely
people-
create one.
Well, like that's
for
what some
sure.
people will do. Like, right? They'll like take old apartment buildings and they'll renovate them, and then they'll sell them as condos and
Ooh.
create the HOA and like the condo fee around that. You know what I mean?
Oh,
And
That's
then
what I'm
manage
doing.
the condo.
That's what I'm doing.
Oh, wow.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
doing.
But what is it that determines a condo difference between a condo and apartment?
Because the
What are-
apartments are purely rentals, where the condo it can be owned by an individual, right?
Okay.
Like you can own the apartment in the building, like you own it, you have
Right.
a lien against it, right?
Okay.
But you only own everything inside those four walls. All exterior is owned by the association.
So that's pretty dope because basically, like, then how come why don't all apartment buildings do that then? Do you make more money renting
No, it's different, man. Like you'll make more cash flow.
from renting?
Yeah, because like if you own the whole building and everybody's got to rent it from you, it's just they're like just two different concepts. Like one's almost like cooperative ownership versus just somebody owning the whole entire building.
Right.
It still makes you feel like you own a property.
I would rather do the renting thing because you're right. You get a paycheck every month.
I mean, that is your
Yeah.
paycheck. Most like apartment complex, like let's say landlords, that is their paycheck.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, we can do that. I want to own a skyscraper one day.
Yeah, but we should check in the West Chicago thing and see if it's still there.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that. I bet it's still available. It was available for a while.
Yeah.
I mean, there you go. S's first asset, an apartment complex. That's going big. That's
That'd be
going big.
pretty dope.
That's pretty big,
You think so?
considering how much money you're not willing to put down. So,
Well,
He's willing to put down a whole $10,000.
I could put up 20.
all right, so you put up 20%, man, times 5. You're looking at like, you know,
100,000.
that's it.
Is that good or bad?
That's not good. That means you can only buy a property for $100,000.
Yeah, you're not gonna find that.
Well,
That's an empty lot.
then I could get. All right. Well, Jordan could put up 20,000, and then we got 40.
I cannot put
40,000.
up
Right.
20,000.
Now you're at $200,000.
Well, how do you get more money? That's the $1 million question, right?
you could take advantage, right? Like, so really, like what we did is like we just like took the first house we bought that was our primary residence, lived there for a year, and then we moved on, but we kept that house.
Right.
See, the question is, Chris, do you want to get out of the tri-state area? You know, the East Coast isn't all there is to America.
I mean, it's where all the power is.
That is true. But, you know, there's a whole, like, 90% else of America.
Yeah.
Why are you thinking
He's
America?
saying nah. He's just like, I'm going to stay on the East Coast.
If I was gonna move anywhere, it'd be Texas.
Texas is nice. I like
That's
Texas.
it. This is just Texas.
I want to move to Texas.
I'm not going to send my kids to school in Texas.
There's
Low taxes.
there's tornadoes
plenty
in
of
Texas.
land.
There's tornadoes
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, but not like Texas.
No, yeah, there is.
I think it's just like northern Texas though. It's not like
Texas,
Dallas,
they
We had, like, a month ago, we had, like, 20 tornadoes in the air.
yeah, but Texas, they have legit like get
So
in
does
the.
Florida.
They're like, yo, you got to get in the cellar, bro. Or
Do you not hear those sirens?
Yeah, but Jordan, are you kidding me? Isn't it called like Tornado Valley in Texas?
Tornado Valley is shifting toward Illinois.
it runs through like Oklahoma, like in Texas, like that northern part right there.
Yeah.
It's
Like
Tornado
northern
Alley, by the
Texas.
way.
Yeah,
Kansas.
Tornado Alley. Tornado
it-
Alley. That's what I'm
But it
saying.
is
You can't.
shifting.
It might be shifting, but I'm saying
Climate
you can't.
change.
You can't climate change.
I
You
mean,
cannot
like,
compare.
wasn't Virginia Beach just hit yesterday?
Virginia Beach.
Virginia Beach had an EF3 tornado yesterday.
I didn't know you were such a tornado chaser.
Yeah, I'm not, because I watched Twister as a kid. It scarred me. I'm not fucking with no tornado.
I remember that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, thunder rolls. Yeah, I'm not fucking with it.
They're like, yo, get the camera, and they were in the vans. They see these giant hail.
I'm sorry. I'm not fucking with it. I have a tornado alert. I have a thing that tells me when tornadoes hit, and tornadoes have been hitting more and more on the East Coast lately. It's because the valley is shifting.
I don't think the valley is shifting.
I hate to break it to you, but it is.
But I'm saying is Texas has a lot of
I don't
tornadoes.
remember hearing anything about no tornado around here.
All I'm saying.
Look up Virginia Beach. I bet it's the first result in Google.
It might be. It might be. But
An EF3 is a big deal.
It's called an F3.
No, you're thinking
Okay, it
of
spanned
hurricane.
4.5 miles for 5 minutes,
Then Google.
damaging about 115 homes.
They hold on, and then Google is the tornado valley shifting. See what that says.
Is
Ask
tornado
Chat
alley.
GPT. What did I say?
Valley.
Alley.
You guys both keep saying valley, but actually the first thing it asked or it recommended is tornado alley moving east?
Oh, it might be right.
And what's east of North Texas and Oklahoma? Illinois.
Is it?
Tornado alley is shifting to neighboring states including Arkansas, Louisiana, and Mississippi.
Where does it say Illinois at? Does it say Illinois?
It doesn't. Well, it kind of, if you look at the thing,
Okay, so
It
all
kinda
right,
goes
yeah,
up
all
that
right,
way.
you're right. He's
Yeah.
right.
like northern Texas all the way up into like
Look, I would.
Illinois,
look,
Michigan.
There's not many things I will fight on, but I know my shit on this one.
He knows where not to
That's
live
such a
at with
random
tornadoes.
fucking thing to know your shit on.
I know.
Look, I don't have many.
And you still call it Tornado Valley.
Look, is it not called Tornado Valley?
Tornado
Tornado
alley.
Alley.
Bro.
Whatever, dude.
Alley.
Anyway, whatever. I live in Chicago. I don't go down the alleys here. I don't want to go down Tornado Alley.
Hold on, you
Smart
don't go
move.
down the alleys?
Smart move.
Look. I'm an East Coaster. What we have always worried about was hurricanes, right?
This is right.
Tornadoes, we never had to think about it. If
Ah,
someone
we
was
had a
ki-
few.
We
We
had,
had
yeah, I
some.
was gonna say.
who the fuck thought about tornadoes when we were growing up?
I did.
When?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? There's been touchdowns. There have been funneled touchdowns. I
There was
remember.
a huge one in La Plata.
Yeah.
And look,
Like 15 years ago.
Stop it.
That's
Stop.
North Maryland. That's a whole
Nah,
world away.
Stop it. Hold on. Time out. There are plenty of times where I remember watching breaking news as a kid, and they would say funnel has touched down on these certain counties. And I used to be
Yeah.
scared because I did too seen Twister. And I knew exactly. I know exactly what these things
I'm
bring.
sorry. It's that first 5 minutes of Twister
When you
Just-
see the
I just-
cow.
no, it's
Was
the
it a cow?
dad flying away. Fuck that shit. That ain't gonna be me. I'm the guy,
Yo.
dude. Obviously, I'm the one who has to hold that cellar doors down,
yeah,
dude.
I
I'm
don't-
not dealing with that.
I remember being on the Twister ride. It was like in Universal Studios or something.
Yeah.
Brendan, I think he lost it. Cause like you get wet and stuff, and like the wind, like there's like a fake garage door behind you, and the windows bust out, but it's water.
Oh no.
You know, and then at the very end, the platform drops like 2 inches, and you're just like,
I know this is off topic, but I still
It's
remember, like,
wild.
I think this was like the early 2000s, and I remember we were over at your house, right? And there was like a tornado warning, and of course, all of her parents were drunk; they didn't care. So they were just like, "Oh, blah blah blah, tornado warning, who cares?" And Brendan was just like, "We should get down the cellar," and we're all just like, "Shut up, Brendan."
that's about right.
Yeah. I think I remember that.
So you do
actually.
remember tornadoes then? Is that what
Yeah,
you're
see
saying?
exactly.
That was the only time.
Nah,
that was
I
the
don't
only-
know, man.
Here,
No,
you know,
there
we're
was
in the thick of
multiple.
tornado season. You know, there was a tornado near Christmas like 2 years ago that took down an Amazon facility.
I tell you what
Damn.
though, I work at the casino.
It was fucking nuts, dude. There was people trapped.
But I work at the casino and they don't care. Like you would literally go, you would be in a building where 1,000 phones will go off saying a tornado has touched down. They literally read it and they go right back doing what they were doing.
No, this is what happens. Tornado warning.
And they put the phone down and keep, hit me.
Hit me.
Hit me. Like,
Or they crap out. They're like,
Hold on. Tornado. Hold on. Tornado warning. That's my lucky number.
crazy.
All right. All right.
a heart ate.
like seriously, if a rumble happens, I get the reroll.
Yeah,
Reroll.
reroll.
It depends on what it lands to. It depends on what it lands
Oh
on
my
though.
god.
Sevens. No, we're good.
These people.
It's funny, but like, would you invest in a casino?
I want to own a casino one day for sure.
We talked about this last time.
Yeah.
Or like 2 times ago.
Yeah.
Whenever we recorded last.
I swear.
Yeah, but he wants to own it. But I'm
Yeah.
talking about investing in it.
I would invest, and then I would invest to own. I really want to be like Robert De Niro in Casino, 100%.
100%. He said.